I'm ranking Disney movies. Doobie doobie doo. Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am ranking the 64 Disney animated classics this year, and I am really happy to be doing today's video because today's video is Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. This is our first Disney animation where we really run into a Disney princess, and how fitting for it to be the first Disney princess. Now, Snow White has been around for 86 years, so at this point, if you've managed to avoid all spoilers, kudos to you, but they are about to appear in 3, 2, 1. So, Snow White is about a princess that is living with her wicked, cold-hearted stepmother, also known as the Queen, and she is jealous of Snow White's beauty. So jealous, in fact, that she actually orders her huntsman to take Snow White deep into the forest and kill her, and then, as proof, she wants Snow White's heart in a box. But the huntsman can't bring himself to do so, and instead he urges Snow White to flee into the woods and never return ever again. Snow White is lost and frightened and eventually ends up in a cottage deep, deep in the woods, where she meets the Seven Dwarfs, who are Doc, Grumpy, Happy, Sleepy, Bashful, Sneezy, and Dopey, and they work in a nearby mine. So in exchange for having a place to sleep and live, Snow White keeps their house and makes them food, and while they mine their jewels all day. But before all this happens, Snow White did have one encounter with a prince, and she has a dream that one day her prince will come and save her from this not horrible life that she's living, but that one day her prince will come and save her. And eventually the queen, who has a magic mirror, asks the magic mirror who the fairest in all of the land is, and the mirror says that it is still Snow White and that she is in fact still alive and not dead. Enraged that the huntsman has tricked her, the queen creates a poisoned apple that basically puts Snow White into a death-like sleep, and later she learns that this curse can be broken by love's first kiss, but she thinks that Snow White's going to be buried before all of it can happen, therefore she's never going to be alive again. However, the Seven Dwarfs loved Snow White so much that they actually build her an above-ground casket that's like decorated with glass and gold, where they can visit her in her eternal sleep. And one day, the prince shows up after hearing about this casket and gives her true love's first kiss, and she wakes up and everybody lives happily ever after. The end. Snow White isn't, like, I don't know if it's because I'm older and I've heard this story many, many times, and I've read all the fairy tales when I was younger, but personally, out of all of the animations, I don't find Snow White to be the best. It is considered one of the greatest Disney animations alongside Pinocchio. That being said, personally, I would put Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, I think, in 6th place. Just on an entertainment level. So it would be Tarzan in 1st, Pinocchio in 2nd, Treasure Planet in 3rd, Lady and the Tramp in 4th, 101 Dalmatians in 5th, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs in 6th, and then Make Mine Music, Fantasia 2000, and The Great Mouse Detective. I know some people are probably going to be really upset with that, but I am okay with that. I do think it is well. I do think the animations have aged beautifully. It is really truly amazing to see how everything has aged and how everything has been touched up as we're going further back in time with our Disney animations and how they've kept up with today's stuff. But as far as entertainment goes and keeping my attention span, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs just kind of lands in the 6th spot. And yeah, so goodbye! One song only for you. constant and true. One love thrilling me through. One song my heart keeps singing of the one